Every second of every day, intellectual property is being stolen. Whatever the intention of this type of violation, the consequences in the law are clear. Willing infringement on copyright may award between $150,000 to $200,000 per work infringed, not counting attorney fees. Criminal penalties are also a possible repercussion of copyright infringement. To familiarize yourself with what is copyrighted and what is not copyrighted, it is important to keep in mind that for something to be copyrighted, it has to be a tangible medium of expression. This applies to images, whether they are online, in a book, or an article. Even creative works that have not been published or submitted to be copyrighted are protected under the parallel system of common law copyright. Using images that do not belong to you without the correct licensing is in fact stealing. Let us search on Google for images of a cactus. The images that appear in the search are more than readily accessible. However, this does not mean that they are copyright-free or royalty-free. Accessibility to creative material does not entitle the individual the right to use that creative material. Let's go over some other search techniques for finding images that are safe to use without infringing on copyright. Within most search engines, there is a feature that allows the user to upload or copy a link to an image and search for similar images. Search results can be fine-tuned based on the level of copyright the image has been assigned. As a disclaimer, this is not foolproof and may require further research to determine whether or not the image is usable. This leads us to some recommended methods of acquiring images legally. Image repositories such as Pexels, Pixabay, and Unsplash have a variety of images that can be either used for free and also images that can be licensed. For example, if we use our search query from earlier and search cactus, we find results meeting the selection. Choose one of the images you see, and there is a download button followed by text stating that the image is of Creative Commons. This is where potential licensing comes into play. Pixabay gives users a variety of resolutions or quality levels for a given image. By default, the highest resolution that can be utilized is high definition or 1920 by 1080 pixels. For most users, HD resolution will be more than enough for the intended use. Wikipedia Commons functions very similarly to the way the previous examples function. However, there are some differences. These include image quality and whether or not the image is up to date. Going forward, you should now have options to avoid copyright infringement. But what about everything else? Well, everything that was mentioned above regarding tangible medium of expression also applies across the board. Books, journals, articles, photos, videos, and even audio are all types of assets that can be protected. Audio may or may not be Creative Commons. The YouTube audio library has proven to be a valuable resource when it comes to utilizing copyrighted and uncopyrighted music. The tool allows you to search for a specific genre as well as even a particular feeling. The search pulls up a list of pertinent music and states whether it is Creative Commons or if it is free to use with a required citation. We hope that this brief overview into copyright law was helpful. Remember that for something to be copyrighted, it needs to be a tangible medium of expression. Basically, the general rule and the purpose behind this video is to make sure you cite your sources and give credit where credit is due. Remember to be aware of licensing. Just because an asset is free to use doesn't mean that you do not have to cite the source.